Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation, we're going to see how we go about completing Section 2 of the JBL lab applying the Daubert standard to forensic evidence 4E. A friendly reminder that Section 1 of this lab must be completed in its entirety before you can move on to Section 2. Failure to do so will guarantee epic failure for those who try to work ahead without completing Section 1 of this lab. Underneath Section 2, Applied Learning, we click on Part 1, Extract Evidence Files and Create Hash Codes with FTK Imager. 1. You're going to launch Access Data FTK Imager from your desktop. 2. Add the evidence drive 1.001 image as evidence. Click on File. You're going to add evidence item. It's going to be an image file. Click Next. You're now going to click on the Browse button. You're going to click on this PC. You're going to scroll on down to Local Disk C. You're going to open up your Daubert Standard Evidence folder. Inside the Evidence folder, open the Image 1 folder. Inside the Image 1 folder, you will select the first image file at the top of the list. On the next window, just click Finish. And your evidence is now in the left window pane of the FTK Imager. Go ahead and click on the plus sign. Keep on clicking the plus signs until you have everything expanded. In the left window pane, you're going to navigate to your root emails container. So here's the root. Now scroll on down until you come to the emails. Here's our email folder. Go ahead and open it up. Double click, and over in the right window pane, you can see its contents. Step number 4, we need to look at the contents of these emails to see which one is suspicious. The email that is suspicious is the one that references Stardust. In the bottom window pane on the right, if you click inside of that with your mouse, and then on your keyboard you press Control F, you have a search window or a find window. You can type in Stardust. No matches were found. Do the same with the second and the third email if necessary. Control F, type in the word star. Nothing was found. Continue on with the third email. In the lower right window pane, click your mouse button one time, press Control F, type in star. And here we have the keyword that we're looking for. My friends need the best Stardust. This would be the suspicious email that we need to save. Go ahead and close out the find window. Go ahead and take a screenshot. And we're going to export this file to our evidence folder. Highlight your evidence folder and click OK. Click OK again. Step number 7, export the file hash list for the suspicious email file to your evidence folder. Again, we're going to right click on our suspicious email and we're going to select Export File Hash List. We're going to call this stuff_purchase_hash. Go ahead and click Save. Make sure that you are inside of your desktop folder. Find your desktop folder. Now you can do a save. Minimize FTK Imager. That's this first option that we have here labeled Minimize. That puts it in the taskbar. It's right here now. Open up your evidence folder. Find the suspicious email that we just found. Here's the email that we just saved. We're to open this in Notepad. Just double click it. Where it says try an app on this PC, you're going to scroll on down until you come to Notepad. Say OK to that. This is the contents of that email. It says delete the body of the suspicious email. Do a Control A inside of the email. Now hit your delete key, and now you can save it. Go to File and scroll on down till you come to Save. And now you can close out the file. It says to restore the FTK imager. It says, step number 12, add the edited suspicious email file as evidence. Hint, you can add the entire evidence folder as evidence. So let's go ahead and click on where it says File. And we're going to add evidence items. We're going to click on Contents of a folder. Click Next. We're going to browse to our evidence folder, highlight the evidence folder, and then click OK. Evidence source selection, that is correct. Go ahead and click Finish. Down at the bottom, you're going to have your evidence folder. Click on the plus sign. And if you click on the contents of your folder over in the right window pane, it shall appear. We're now going to once again export a new file hash list for the edited suspicious email file of which we just deleted the contents. So here is that suspicious email. We're going to right click on it and we're going to export the file hash list. If we click on the name of the existing file, that name will appear in the file name box. We can now append a number or a word to the end of the file name so as not to overwrite the original file. In this example, I'll use the word new, and I'll append the word new to the end of the file name. That keeps the old file and the new file. Go ahead and click Save. Now it says to close the FTK Imager window. From the evidence folder on our desktop, open the CSV files for both the original and the edited suspicious email file in Notepad. If we had used the name of the original file without first modifying the name of the new file, we would have overwritten the original file. So we have the stuff purchase CSV and we have the stuff purchase new CSV. All right, so you can now compare these two hashes. Click on both of them and say, there's the original hash. You can go ahead and leave that up there if you like. Go back into your folder and you can click on the new purchase underscore hash CSV file. You can see that the numbers and the characters that are in the hash are different for both. That's because we deleted the contents of the email and created a new hash. Go ahead and take a screenshot showing both of the hash files. Close any open windows. We're now ready for part 2 of section 2, which is verify hash codes using Autopsy. From the workstation desktop, launch the Autopsy application. This can take a while to load. It has a large number of modules that have to be imported into the application. So be patient. Once Autopsy loads up, go ahead and click on New Case. For the case name, you're going to select BG capital letters underscore evidence. You'll use your My Documents folder as your evidence folder, so click on the Browse button. The Documents folder is chosen for you by default, so all you have to do is go down to the lower right and press on the Select button. Click Next, and on this window you can click Finish. On the data source type, we can accept the default disk image or VM file. Click Next. Where it says Select Data Source, click on the Browse button. You're going to pull down this top window. You're going to select Local Disk C. Here you're going to find your Daubert Standard Evidence folder. Open that up. You're going to click on the Image 1 folder. And again, you're going to open up and select evidence underscore drive 1.001. Go ahead and click Open. Click Next. Here we have a large number of modules depending on what type of evidence we're trying to parse. When you're ready, go ahead and click Next. And on this final window, you can click Finish. Now, I will tell you that this is going to take some time depending on the size of the image file. With a small image file like we have, it won't take very long. But if you look down here to the bottom right, you'll see the percentage of the task that is being completed. And this is autopsy parsing all of the evidence that we have given it, looking for forensic artifacts that it's going to present to us in the left window pane when it finishes. And though autopsy is still working, we can now move on to step number 9. In the tree viewer, navigate to the data source. This is our evidence file. Go ahead and expand that. And you can come down and you can look at your emails. And over in the right window pane, you'll see the emails that have been gathered so far. In the right window pane, you're to select the re_stuff purchase request.eml file, and then click the File Metadata tab and scroll down to display the MD5 hash value. So here we have our email, and down here in the View pane, you have the file metadata. Here you can click on that, and here you can scroll down and you can find the MD5 hash value. We'll go ahead and make this window just a little bit bigger. And if you scroll down about 10% of the way, you'll find the MD5 hash value. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Step number 12, describe how the hash value produced by autopsy compares to the values produced by the FTK imager for the 2.eml files. So you click here where it says enter your text, and you can put in your response up here in the window. You can now close out the autopsy window. We're now ready for part 3 of section 2, and this is going to be, again, verifying hash codes with E3. So from the workstation desktop, launch the E3 application. Again, be patient. It's going to take a couple minutes to load. And after about 2.5 minutes, the application does open up. Step number 2, from the welcome screen, open the Your Name BG case file that you created in section 1. Let's open an existing case. And that would be the case file that we created in section 1 of this lab. On the next screen, you're going to click on the file with the E3 extension. Click Open. Number 3, you're going to expand the items that are in the case content left window pane. You're going to select the emails folder, double click it, and in the center window pane, and in the center window pane, you now have the contents. Step number 4, right click the suspicious email file and use the export function to save the file to our evidence folder on the desktop. Here's our suspicious file. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to choose export. Here I'm going to export to a folder. I'm going to browse to my folder on the desktop and I'll select OK. And I'll select export. On this next dialog box that pops up, just click OK. We next close the E3 window. Let's open our evidence folder. Let's find the hash file for the suspicious email. Inside of our evidence folder, we are to open the MD5 file for the suspicious email file in Notepad, and that would be right here. Take note that the E3 program found a file using the same file name for the file that was being saved, and it appended a number to the end of it so that it would not overwrite the original file. That's how we know that this is the correct file. Go ahead and double click it. When asked what application to use to open this file, choose Notepad. Click OK, and there is the MD5 hash. Take a screenshot. Step number 8, Describe how the hash values produced by E3 compare to the values produced by FTK Imager for the 2.eml files and the value produced by Autopsy. So you'll have to examine the hash files that were generated by those three different applications. Close the Notepad window. And that concludes section 2 for this lab. I'm Professor K. Thanks for watching.